Hi guys, it's Ameriie. Now I haven't done a favorites video because I was like doing a lot of stuff and I think there wasn't anything in particular that I was like, ooh, I love absolutely not to share with you guys. But before I get into any products, I want to share with you one of the books that I read recently, which was very, very good. One of my favorites for this month, Neal Stephenson's SEVENEVES. That book was just released this May and I don't have a physical copy because I read it on my e-reader. Now this is a very cool book. I'll tell you the premise first and then I will give you the little, not a disclaimer, but it's something that you should know going in. Neal Stephenson, for those of you who are not familiar, is a huge sci-fi writer. He's written books that take place in different times, for instance, like in the far past, I think it's like an alternate past, in a series called The Baroque Cycle, as well as a book called The Diamond Age, which was my introduction to Neal Stephenson. He also wrote Rimdi, which I have yet to read. SEVENEVES is about an extinction event that takes place on Earth. It takes place in our current time. For whatever reason, the moon blows up. There's tons of speculation, but we don't really know why that happened. So the moon blows up and then the pieces are kind of hovering in the air. Essentially, they're trying to figure out and plot out where the pieces will land. Some fall into the ocean, some kind of just go apart, some tend to stay in the same area because of the distance from each other. A scientist, who reminds me very much of Neil deGrasse Tyson, says that after a certain amount of time, the Earth's atmosphere will be covered with moon dust. When the moon blew up, there were several chunks left, and some of them were really large and kind of hovering in the same space, and several of them were smaller, and they've been kind of moving around, crashing into one another, crashing into one another. As each piece collides with the other, it creates this sort of moon dust around the Earth until it's so fine it cloaks the atmosphere. And then it's like a domino effect what happens to the Earth and the climate after that. So the whole point is to take people up into space. Madness ensues on Earth. None of these are spoilers, by the way. This is kind of like just the jumping off point. So you have people in space trying to figure things out. You have some people who are left behind. There's like a lottery and things like that. The book spans a time of 5,000 years, I believe, like our present day to 5,000 years in the future, which is basically book 2. Book 2 doesn't start in the middle of the book. It actually starts about 60% into the story. So that's 5,000 years later, and we see how humanity has survived in space. What I must tell you going in is that this is an extremely hard sci-fi book. It is extremely specific, and I'm talking pages and pages of explanations on gravity and centrifugal force and how they're going to survive and the environment. And when I say pages and pages, I'm really not exaggerating. I felt like the story really shined when we were really focused on the personal relationships and what was happening and how people were feeling. A lot of the interiority of the characters. Neal Stephenson is not only an author, he actually was helping, I want to say he was part of the, why is that like not coming to mind now? He actually has a scientific background, which is why his books are so full of plausible science. Like, he really breaks it down. If you go into it knowing that you're going to see that, then you're prepared. In any case, it's a really interesting book. One of the things, I can't tell you because it's a spoiler, there was one thing that I wasn't really sure I agreed with as far as the way the characters were thinking when they were on the cusp of something that happens 5,000 years into the future. I just didn't see why they would do things a certain way given our history. But I can't say more because I would be spoiling you and there's no need for that. So if you're thinking about giving hard science fiction a try, then I think SEVENEVES could be really, really cool. There are so many interesting things that happen in this book. And of course, I loved that there's a Neil deGrasse Tyson type character in the book. Selfie stick. Yes, I have one and I do occasionally use it. Now this one, it was given to me by my sister. She actually purchased like 6 of them for family and friends, and this is by Monopod. Stretches out. You guys know how selfie sticks work. I was kind of like, a selfie stick? Really, sissy? But she was like, she loved it, and I can say this, it does work really great. And especially if you're the person who says, I don't like taking selfies because I just look strange when I'm taking a photo of myself from such a close angle, selfie sticks can be your best friend. I love them. I have no problem with it, okay? Plus I'm, you know, half Asian, so hey. This actually comes with a Bluetooth little thingy, but it's about this small. The reason why I'm saying this small instead of showing it to you is because I don't know where it is. It's so small I lost. No, I didn't lose it. I think it's in one of my bags. I don't know. I have to find it. I don't have to tell you guys why you would use a selfie stick. We pretty much all understand why we'd be taking pictures, but this does help. I like it. the Vinosource S.O.S Quenching Serum. If you guys remember, I was speaking to you a couple of months or a few months ago about what to use for my skin, which was getting kind of dry. It was really strange. It was getting a little dry. I used a few products, but this one is so good. I love it. As soon as I run out, I'm definitely getting another one. This is a mainstay for me. It really does help boost your moisturizer. You can't use it alone. You have to use it under a moisturizer. Love this. I use 2 drops of this product on my entire face. Use your finger. Sometimes I feel like that just takes forever. You just want to go like this. But I never do that because you just waste all the product in your hands. So it's better just to go this way and to be more gentle on your face. And of course, in this motion, very good for you. So just these 2, including your eye area. Pat, 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 pat. And when you're drying your face, of course, patting, 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 patting is best, not wiping. Oh, another thing that I always use too, they have a water spray. I don't know if I told you about that one. A water spray. You know what? I'll just include it in my favorites too because it's great. So something that I wasn't necessarily thinking about, but this water spray here, Caudalíe's Grape water. In Los Angeles, the water tends to be hard. So whenever I wash my face, I pat dry my face immediately. And then I do a spritz of this water spray, which is really wonderful. I don't know if you could see that or not. I used to use Evian and I just switched to this because I felt like this had an extra punch with the polyphenols that are supposed to be in this product and basically all of Caudalíe's products in the sensitive skin line. Do the grapes really make a difference as far as putting it in a product and then what happens after oxidation? I'm not really sure, but I am sure that I really like this product and that it works well. And Evian might be just as great, but I made the switch to this because it does, like I said, it does have that extra element with the polyphenols. So I like this one. This is the water that I've been using on my face. After that, then I go with my serums and my moisturizer and everything. Badescu's buffering lotion. Now this is actually my sister's product. She let me borrow it because I really need it. This is specifically for cystic acne. If you ever get that one cystic bump like on your forehead, ladies especially, our chin area, this actually worked. And I was really skeptical because I tried another product from them which is supposed to be like the thing that works for acne, and it's like a pink color. I can't remember what it was. And I actually tried it twice. It did nothing for me. And then my sister had this and she was like, oh my goodness, one of my girlfriends was just telling me to use this. And I was like, because I had a little pimple like right here. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I tried that line before. It didn't do anything. This actually worked. This actually worked for me. I was extremely surprised. I don't know what this really does for regular pimples. I don't think it really works for those because my sister said it kind of didn't do anything for another one. But for cystic acne, which is what it says in particular, it says it's an effective overnight spot treatment formulated especially to target deep cystic blemishes and large clusters of acne. Anti-inflammatory and soothing ingredients help promote the healing, repairing, and prevention of blemished, and etc, etc, etc. You just put a little drop on. You have to mix it though because the thicker white stuff at the bottom kind of tends to gather. So I don't shake it too hard. I just kind of just go like this. When I'm washing my face, I usually just turn it upside down so it can kind of loosen that area up, and then I roll it a little. Just get it prepared while I'm washing my face. So then when it's ready, open the top. Boop, little drop. It tends to be very runny, so you kind of have to like go like this when you're using it and kind of just like put it down there really quick. You'll see what I mean if you decide to use this. I really need to get my own because I kind of feel guilty that I'm keeping this from my sister. She doesn't actually get acne very much, but in the event that she does, this really works. So this should be in her medicine cabinet and I should have my own in mine. Anyway, definitely think this is good. Badescu's buffering lotion. I hope you guys saw something in there that you liked, and of course I will always let you know what I'm trying, what's working, what kind of didn't work for me. I don't do a whole lot of product videos because I'm not trying a gazillion things at once. I like to see what works, give it a chance, and if it works, it stays. If it doesn't, I find something else, but I will keep you abreast of all the beauty product happenings, the skincare things. So far, I feel like I found some really, really great stuff. So yeah, until next time, as always, don't forget to like the video. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments below what you guys are using, what you guys really like as far as spot treatments, because although the product I showed you was great for cystic acne, it doesn't really do a lot for just regular surface acne. I will see you guys later. Bye!